It is over.
Hey guys, I'm Wrestling Daze, and you're listening to the Insiders Wrestling Podcast.
Hey everybody, we are here today with another community interview, and today we have with us, and we all know her as Sunny Wolf, so we have Sunny Wolf here. Sunny Wolf's real name is Emily. So Emily, what's up? Welcome to our interview. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing all right, doing all right. It's a pleasure to get you in here, and I know we were just talking a little bit before about how you just got to be a moderator of the Days channel, so that's awesome. Congratulations on
It is
that.
awesome. It was quite unexpected. I thought it was only going to be temporary since it only happens sometimes. Oh wow, it's snowing.
Is it really? Oh, we got some bad
On the
storm.
side, it's snowing.
Oh boy, we got some really bad weather here today. Really
Yeah,
bad.
I got a Jody storm. When Jody mentioned the storm that she was getting, and I looked at the videos, the exact same storm that we got here.
Oh boy.
And we had a tornado warning. We didn't get the tornadoes though.
Wow. Yeah,
oh, we got a tornado.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We got some nasty thunderstorms here today with really bad winds. So
Did you get the storm with the lightning show?
Yeah, we did. Yep. We got lightning, thunder, hail, and really bad wind.
We don't get hail.
Yeah, that was some really cool
anymore.
lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, we had hail and like some of the most amazing lightning I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
The last time we had golf-size hail was when I was, I think, 8 years old.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. We get these now. I don't know, like where I'm at, and we never really had storms that had, you never really had to worry about tornadoes here, especially when I was growing up. Now it's become a thing. Like almost every spring, we get storms now where they have tornado warnings and stuff like that. So yeah, it's
the
crazy.
Last tornado we had in Chatham was in it's hailing. Okay,
oh jeez,
snow hail.
Oh boy.
The last tornado we had was when my dad said he was younger, I think, and he said that he had to go into a ditch and the tornado went over him. So the last thing was probably in the 80s or 90s.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Well, let me start by saying, so we know how long. I'll ask you this. So, how long have you been a wrestling fan, and when did you find the Daze community?
I think when my mom was with her ex, I got into wrestling around 8 or 9 years old. Wow. And then when Jon Stewart came in 2014, I became into the late night stuff, so I forgot about WWE sort of. So then I got back into WWE in 2018, 2019 when I saw the Firefly Funhouse in my recommendations on YouTube. And I clicked on it, and it was the episode where it was Bray Wyatt's Dark Side. So I'm like, I've missed something here. So I had to go back and watch everything, right? And so I've watched the first thing of the Funhouse. I'm like, this is interesting. And so I've got it all caught up. And then that one episode, I think, I found Daze, and it was the one with the Muscle Man dance.
Yep.
And I found him in September, and I was just looking for streams to watch WWE on. I found Con Man first. And I'm like, And then I found Daze, and he was in the middle of doing some weird stuff. And I'm like, I like this guy. Good type of weird. So I've stuck around. And I ended up meeting, I think I met Brian Schaffer and Chalmers Gaiamphy first. And then it went down to where I met other people too.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That's probably about the same time we all started. So it's really funny how that happened. Because yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of us got here because of the Funhouse. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
that's
like the
really cool.
Funhouse brought me back to WWE. It's like that one thing I needed was entertainment again.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the same for myself, for Jeff. I'm sure it's, I know it's the same for Jody as well. So, um, now we know that you're into like horror stuff, I think, aren't you too?
I think so. There's some
Okay.
horror I like and some horror I don't.
Okay. Yeah, it's about right. It's about the same as us too. It's funny. Like I said, it
Mm.
seems like everybody gravitates toward that same kind of thing that likes Bray. So
Yeah.
they kind of get into some horror films and stuff like
I
that. I
like
know.
Freddy Krueger, and
Yep.
then there was another horror movie I liked. I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember a lot of movies.
You've got to. I told you. I think we were chatting once. I said you got to watch The Crow. I think you would
Oh,
really,
I don't
really.
think I watched that yet. I'm
That's
trying to watch
really.
it.
You
You
got to
haven't
watch.
watched The Crow?
That's so good.
No, I haven't.
Oh man.
Out of all the movies, I need to watch that. Like, I'm so behind on all of my Netflix movies. I'm just waiting for Lucifer to come back out. Like, I was watching Schitt's Creek, and then I was watching Queer Eye and all that. And then I abandoned it all because I was busy watching these. I'm like, I've got to go back to watching some Netflix.
Yeah, yeah,
I've been missing a lot.
yeah. You've got to check that out. I don't know if it's on Netflix now, but if you could find that, yeah, you got to check that out. That is
I use
really.
a website to go on. It's like Putlocker or something, or 123 Movies, and I go on those to watch movies for free.
It's an amazing movie. I really think you'd like the book's fantastic. It's a graphic novel, so it's written and drawn like a comic book, but it's really really thick, and it's so good. The book's amazing. The movie was amazing. The movie's a little bit different, the ending especially, but so good, so good. I loved it.
Ah,
So what so I guess I'll ask you. So what do you like best about, I mean, I know you're a big fan of Bray. So which episode or which match have you which is your favorite out of everything you've seen so far?
um, the episode for Bray Wyatt's Funhouse, I think the Muscle Man dances were my favorite, and the
Okay.
one where he said he loved us.
Yep.
And then the match, so I had to look up the SummerSlam match. I'm like, oh, that's okay. I like that one. And then I like the Survivor Series match.
Nice. Yeah. All very cool. All very cool.
Oh, there was the one at the Saudi Crown, the one where he won it. That's the one. It's like I like that one because you could.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, everybody was on the edge of their seats on that one.
Yeah.
I think that's honestly one of Dave's best reactions I've ever seen.
I was watching it at the end when he said it, and I'm like, yes. And I think I almost cried for some reason. I don't know why, but I almost cried. I'm like, okay, that's a thing now.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Well, that's, you know what, when you're a fan of someone or somebody or something, it's that's how it is. When you're invested in something and then all of a sudden that person ends up winning something so big, it's a big thing. It's a big moment. It's really cool to share in that. And I'm sure the wrestlers themselves love to see that with the fans too. So yeah, that was an amazing moment.
Yeah.
So what did you think what did you think when he lost the title?
Oh, I was upset big time because I was at school, right, and when it's a Saudi thing, and so I was in the chat, but I wasn't able to see Days because apparently it's banned at the school. So when I came home, I was just in time for the match, and as soon as he lost, I was frustrated, I was angry, and so I went to go pick up my sister from school. I'm like, I am mad, Bray Wyatt lost. She's like, oh, okay, I don't know who that is, but I'm sorry. Because I'm the only one in my family that watches wrestling again.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, I agree with you. That was, and I share your thought there because I was actually at work when it happened. So I couldn't I couldn't be looking at stuff either. I was busy waiting on customers. And so I found out, I think I've told this story, but I found out from a guy who was in the back eating his lunch, and he actually comes running out of the back room, comes out to me and tells me what happened. I'm like, oh, no way. I didn't want to even believe him. But yeah, that was pretty horrible moment. So
apparently there was a thing going around that Bray was supposed to win, but
Yep.
Goldberg went back into the back and convinced Vince that think about the kid that he should win. So I'm like, why? No, the kids these days don't know who Goldberg is.
Yep.
It's like, it's got to be relevant with how the times are. And it's like, Bray would have won perfectly. It's like, okay, I guess
Yep.
put him over because Goldberg doesn't want to lose.
Yeah, that's a good call out. I did read that. I now, some of this stuff is starting to come out, and I
Yeah.
did see that. I saw that, that Bill was kind of saying that he created this character that is supposed to be like a superhero, and he said he had to win that because he would then not
A
look.
superhero that can't do a jackhammer?
I know, right?
Yeah, it's like faulty bad jackhammer.
Oh, that was
And like,
horrible.
the people that faced Goldberg and lost to him to put him over, it's like Goldberg should be putting over people too. It's like continue the thing and build other characters up. It's not all about that one person.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that was just horrible. That was just a bad situation. But you know what? I guess everything turned out for the best. I mean, when we listened to Kyle talk about
Yeah.
Bray, he kind of turned it around. So yeah, I guess it all worked out for the better. I mean, the title, Strowman has the title now, and we'll see what happens with that. But what
Yeah.
did you think of the Funhouse match?
I loved it. I was Skyping Jody on it, and I was trying to do it where the multitasker was, so I can like answer notifications. So I was watching the match. It's like, it was interesting because it's like the different things that went on. I was sitting there like, what the heck? And I think Jody could see my facial expressions too, and
Yes, I could.
like it's like going back in the back where John Cena's whole thing, or where if he would have turned heel. I'm like, I was loving every moment of it. It's like 10 out of 10 and stuff. It's like entertainment.
Yep.
And I loved how the funny one where it's like you can look and you can't touch thing. I like
Yep.
that.
That was great.
And then where he brought the Muscle Man Bray out. It's like I didn't quite understand until someone told me it was a thing for Hulk Hogan or something.
Yep.
Or somewhat.
Yep.
But, like, I loved all the references in it. And then at the end, where they used John Cena's word, it's like John Cena was talking about himself, not Bray.
Yep.
I said that when that promo aired. I'm like, John Cena's talking about himself.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it took a while for me to digest everything that was in there, but it was, I mean, when you see what they did, it was really cool. And like now there's stuff coming out about that as well, where you're seeing that, John Cena was involved with it and he wrote stuff.
Yeah,
And
there was John Cena, Bray, and some other person that was involved in Bray. And John Cena actually suggested some of the stuff to Bray, I think.
Bruce Pritchard, I think, is the other guy. He's the writer for SmackDown. Yeah. Yep. He was in wrestling back in the 80s and 90s. His character was called Brother Love, and he was kind of like a really annoying. Yeah, that's Bruce Pritchard. Yep, that's Bruce Pritchard. He was a really annoying dude back in the day. Yeah, it was really cool. And now we're just, I mean, I was talking to Jody yesterday. So did you see like all the new merch that's coming out, and it's saying that like there's a t-shirt that said the Funhouse explodes, and there's a, that Funhouse box that came out.
I've seen it all.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's going away.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about.
I wasn't able to get the merch, and like it's just, I'm hoping it doesn't go away because I still need to get all the merch because my bank account money is coming in. And I only have like $200+ so I have to be careful with that. So like, I want to get some merch before it ends.
Oh, I couldn't get the box. The box sold out in, I think, like a couple hours.
Yeah.
So there was,
I heard that Jody got it.
Yes,
I got the box.
You did. Yes, she did.
I have them all.
I wonder if they're gonna put more of that box in, unless that's the only one, because they sold only 500 of them.
I think it was a limited edition, just like the first one, and I didn't get the first one either because they sold out right away. Yep. That's I think that I don't think they'll take the merch down. I mean, even if this is the end of it, I don't think they'll get rid of the merch altogether. I think the rest of it will stay up there, but those boxes probably are just a one-time thing.
Do you think if Bray Wyatt gets rid of the Funhouse, it's like a different house? Like each time there's like a new, I don't know, version. Like there'll be a new version each time.
It could be. Yeah, it could be. I mean, I can't see that they would get rid of the gimmick altogether because it's just so popular.
Yeah.
So many people like it. So I
Yeah.
can't see that it would go away. There's some people that are saying in our group that that maybe Cena has his own. I mean, they were showing you a picture of the one
Ooh,
where
that's interesting.
where he was talking to Hulk Hogan, and he did the whole NWO thing, and they had
Yeah.
the black and white Funhouse picture. I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember. You remember the one with the dinosaur and stuff that were in the background?
Yeah, the one with the dinosaurs and Abby and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And now they're saying, well, maybe that's going to be the next one, or maybe that's going to be Cena's
Ooh.
thing or something. So I can't see that they'd get rid of it. It's just super.
The new Wyatt order.
Oh,
Where'd you hear that from?
interesting.
See, now
I
she
don't
knows.
know. I saw it on Twitter or Facebook somewhere. I think
New
Black
Wyatt
Mask
order
Design
would be
did it.
nice.
It was
Ooh.
the NWO logo, and it was a picture of Bray, and it said "New Wyatt Order."
That's interesting.
Interesting.
That's interesting. It's always cool to see.
Funhouse.
Yeah, there you go. I wonder where this is going to go, and I wonder if we're going to see anything tomorrow. I know you're talking. I mentioned it.
Same here.
Cody, yeah, I don't know what we're going to see. Like, I don't know if it's going to. I know they're replaying the match on SmackDown, so they're going to have that. But I don't know if there's going to be any answers. I don't know if he's going to be there. I have no idea what they're going to do.
I heard that Fiend was supposed to be on SmackDown, but I don't know if it was because that they were replaying the match or not, and that's why they announced it.
Yeah, we were in the same boat. We didn't know either. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself. So what got you into, and I know you love giving us those art bombs, and we love the art bombs. So
there'll be more art bombs soon.
Tell me what got you into doing that.
I think I was in grade 7 or 8, and I was looking at these cool artists, and I'm like, I'll try these out. So I printed them out, and I just traced them the first time, and then I painted them myself the second time, and I'm like, huh, that looks good. So I liked the painting with acrylics and oil paints, and I didn't get to do those fully until grade 9. So start of high school, when I started taking off really good in art, it's because all my elementary schools were really strict for some reason, and they wanted to fail people for some reason. So I was in a grade 9 art class, and we were supposed to be doing acrylic stuff. So I did a self-portrait, and I'm like, oh, that seems good. So I looked off pictures, did paint. So my whole room, there's a whole section of my room covered in art, and I had to dedicate one corner in my room to put art stuff in because there's nowhere else to put it. And I was supposed to get a desk to put them in, but we never got it. And so I have pastels, pencil crayons, markers, Sharpies, paints, different kinds. And I would usually buy canvases to paint. And whatever I paint would either be abstract or realism or something. And then I did the group of 7 ones. I don't know if you saw the dot painting.
Mm-hmm.
That dot painting took 3 weeks to do in crafts class, and it was very hard because you had to do on at the butt of the paintbrush.
Wow.
And there's 3 different kinds of group of 7 painting I have of those. There's one in pencil crayon, there's one in pastel, and there's now one in paint.
Wow, that's awesome. So do you want to pursue that? Like, are you gonna try to go to, when you further your, if you go on to going on to college or whatever, are you going to look to keep doing that?
Well, my college thing that I went for was for journalism, because journalism is a job now. But I'm thinking if I don't do good for that, I can go back for art or do art for a side job, because I know some people would buy my art and stuff.
Wow.
Because art runs in my family, so does writing. It's like my brother Trevor, he paints, and he paints abstract. I think he still does, and then he writes poetry sometimes too, I think.
Wow, that's awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, you guys are, I can't believe like how talented some of you guys are in the group. It's incredible. Like
It's insane.
I know Jeff and
awesomely talented people in our group.
I said it's crazy, man. I told Jeff, I said I can't draw a stick figure. I literally I just never was able to do any of that stuff. So that's really cool.
If you go on YouTube and you look up on how to draw things, they have a play-by-play on how to draw stuff. It just takes practice.
Man, that's a good point.
That's how I got there. Or you can
I think
trade things first.
there's definitely some inherent genetic talent though. Like
I agree.
you can trace stuff all day. Like, you know, I can learn how to sing, but I can't carry a tune. You know what I mean? It's not.
I
in my
used
blood.
to be able to sing. I was in choir in elementary school, and all of a sudden I get into the third elementary school and I can't sing no more. And I had this Smule app, and I used to sing out a bunch of times. Then I started sounding like a dying whale, so I'm like, nope, no more of that.
Yes. Well, so there you go. You've got, like Jody said, you've got some inherent talent there. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I can't draw a stick figure.
Hey, there's Jeff.
Hey,
That's all. Yeah, no, I was saying he and I say the same thing. That's really awesome, man. That's really amazing. So listen, I gotta ask you. You gotta tell me because you put a picture out there. You gotta tell me about the goat. Tell me about the goat picture.
Oh, the goat. Okay. So the goat, I went to African, no, I don't think it was that. It was African Lion Safari. And I love goats, and they love me too. So I went to go take a selfie with this goat, and I told it to say cheese, and it smiled when I took the selfie.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So anytime I
That's
see goats,
awesome.
I'm running over them. There's a picture of me on Facebook that I'll see if I can post on Twitter, and it's with me and a donkey.
That's pretty cool. I mean, a lot of time, I think the only times I got near goats, I think most of the time they either look like they were going to come up and grab me, or they got yeah. So that's when, there you go. You're the goat whisperer, man.
I guess so.
Some of my favorite videos on YouTube. Have you seen the YouTube videos of the goats that scream like humans?
Yes, I've seen those. It's like, oh, that's interesting.
Those are hilarious.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, I mean, what are you keeping yourself busy with other than being on the wrestling stuff? What are you doing during this crazy time that we're all trying to figure out what to do?
I've been trying to keep up with assignments, so arts and crafts and stuff. I did the collage that I sent to Jeff.
Yep.
That was something that I just finished. Like a teacher dropped off magazines and stuff, and I finished that in about 2 to 3 minutes.
Nice.
And I've been listening to music lately. Like YouTube recommends me all this great music, so like to calm me down and stuff, I'll listen to that. And I've been taking screenshots of drawings to do for my other projects. So I've been getting back into art and stuff. It took a while actually, because it's like, do I want to do it or do I not want to do it? So it's like going back into art and stuff is a good way to cope with the stuff that's going around, because you got to get back into what you're doing in order for things to kind of get back to normal.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, everybody's different in how they handle things, and everybody kind of has their own thing. But that's great that you're doing that. I mean, it's a lot of people really just don't know what to do. They're just bored and not watching TV all the time and stuff like that. But yeah, you keep that creative side going, and yeah, that's awesome, man. You're working your mind and stuff like that, so that's good. So I know you're in a lot of Daze streams. So what are what you must either watch a lot of the other wrestling shows, or which ones do you like the best?
Well, I don't have cable, so I'll watch it on YouTube later on. So I'll watch both. I'll watch AEW and I'll watch NXT and WWE, but I mainly love WWE.
Okay. Did you ever so you don't really watch the other ones too much? I mean, do you have any wrestlers that you like other than Bray?
There's Matt Hardy, there's Jon Moxley, there's I kind of like Seth. I like Shane.
Okay.
I like Drew. I don't remember a lot of people, so I'm trying to remember on the top of my head, but those are the main ones that I like. I like Becky, sort of Becky.
Okay. So what do you think, what did you like most about, other than the Fiend match, what other matches did you like at WrestleMania?
The Boneyard match.
Yeah, that was amazing.
it was awesome.
That was amazing.
What was your favorite part of the Boneyard match?
I think all of it.
All of it?
Yeah. I was able to find some video parts of it online, so I was able to watch it. I'm like, I love all of this. It's like the acting and stuff is pretty good.
Yeah,
I think I liked it when Taker hugged AJ or something and pushed him off something.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say Undertaker popping up behind AJ Styles. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's amazing. That was just an amazing match. I know Jeff and I were like gushing about that match the night that it happened. And, just talking, as I said, that was probably the first match I've seen in a long time that had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. So, I mean, yeah, kudos to them for doing that. That was amazing. And I really hope they keep doing stuff like that down the road because – and I think Will, that me and Jody were talking to last night, the indie wrestler that we spoke to, he said the same thing. He's like, oh, man, he said they really should keep doing those, like, in big event matches and stuff like that. Because, oh, man, that was so amazing.
I'm thinking the next match for Bray for the Firefly Funhouse, I was thinking Survivor Series, Bray versus Taker maybe. Because that would be a good way maybe.
I think you might be on to something there. Yeah, I would think that that's where it's going to go because, and again, Jody and I were talking about this, and I know Jeff and I talked about this too, but it's especially if he's around now.
Yeah.
I think that it's going to be he's going to pass the torch to Bray, and I think I'd
love it if he does that.
Yeah, I think it would be just kind of logical for it to happen. I agree. I think that's going to be amazing. So I mean, other than your painting and stuff like that, what do you do for, what do you do for fun? What do you do for, you play like video games, any kind of stuff like that? Like, what do you?
I had some video games on my phone, but I had to delete them. Like I was trying to play Animal Crossing, like not the new one, but the old one. Because I was trying to figure out how to get New Horizons. So I was like, I'll just play the Pocket Camp. Apparently, I can't play it because I'm all out of data, apparently. So I decided to go back to TikTok for a bit. I usually watch people on TikTok, and then sometimes I'm like, I'll do what TikTok. I'll do it, then I'll do it, and it's like, it looks alright. It's cringy, but it's alright. It's like people say that Lana's TikToks are cringy. Come see mine. Mine are really cringy.
My oldest son told me to never, ever, ever get a TikTok account. He said because he doesn't want me to embarrass him. So
yeah, I got yelled at. I got yelled at. Do you remember, Jeff, when my daughter was in the room and she's like, TikTok, and I never get into that one. And
funny thing is, I follow a bunch of demons on TikTok as well. So they're demon cosplayers. So it's like, hey, if you like other demons, I'll follow demons on TikTok because they're funny and they're fun to watch.
Yeah, that site confuses me. I think I'm a little bit too old for that one. I just don't. No. I mean, just the TikTok thing itself. I think I'm just I'm pretty good with social media for the most part, but TikTok, I think I'm like, I don't know.
I actually had TikTok before it was TikTok. It was Musical.ly, so I had that, and then I deleted Musical.ly for a bit. And when I re-downloaded, it was TikTok. I'm like, interesting.
My stepdaughter is obsessed with TikTok.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely popular right now.
Yeah,
my son sends me some, and I'm like, I don't really know if you should be watching that, but I laugh at him. I don't share that I'm laughing with him because he'll think it's okay. So I just laugh on my own, and I'm like, oh, that's an interesting one. But deep down, I'm really laughing at it because it was hilarious.
That's great.
Yeah, I like the ones that are funny and stuff. Like I usually follow the ones with funny accounts. I'm following this one where it's a duck named Jerry, and this guy always screams Jerry, and there's always chaos in his house with a bunch of animals. I'm like, that's fun to watch.
That's great. Oh man, that's awesome. So I know you mentioned that you're going for journalism. So what kind of journalism are you looking to do?
I was thinking like newspaper-ish, online type thing, or maybe like how there's Anderson Cooper or something like that, kind of like that. Or like WWE has this stuff too, where it's like maybe I could be like, Charlie Caruso, those reporter interviewers kind of thing.
Yeah, why not?
Or like if I want to do writing, I was thinking WWE creative, like I don't know.
Well, hey, listen, you would probably be way better than a lot of the people that
I have so many ideas in creative. I could convince Vince.
They need it.
Yeah, like I could convince them immediately. Like, no, you're gonna go with my ideas. My ideas are better. Cause like I had an idea, and I'm like, I'm gonna send this to Bray, and I accidentally sent it to Bray on Instagram. I'm like, I don't think that was good. Like the day that Seth burned down the Funhouse, I had an idea. I don't remember what it was, but I sent it to Bray. I'm like, I don't think I should have sent that to him. I'm like, hey, if you read this, never mind.
Hey, that's cool,
One.
man. I think Jeff's working for a newspaper right now.
Yes, I do.
I worked for a newspaper way back in the day, back in the probably early 90s. I was doing a lot of sports journalism, so I was going and attending like sports events and interviewing the players and stuff like that. So, yeah, so you know what? It's a very different career now than it used to be. But you know, hey, you can certainly find your niche out there for sure. I mean, it's definitely something.
There was an idea I had for Bray and Taker, where Bray comes out with the Funhouse and stuff, and Bray and Taker are talking, and then all of a sudden Bray goes, "I'll challenge you to a match, but whoever wins is now the new Dark Leader or something." And so there's that.
Yeah.
I have a few ideas, so like that could work.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Bray, if you're listening, do my idea. Contact me. I would like to work for you, please.
Well, you know what,
Bruce Pritchard. Go darker.
Bruce Pritchard's not going to be around forever, so there
That's
you go.
true.
You never know. You never know.
Listen,
Jeff.
there's all kinds of other promotions, like indie promotions, that need writers. So I just happen to be a part of one. So they always need writers and creative people. So, you know, if you ever want to get some experience, you know, try out some of the indies, because they're looking for people. And, you know, I may have to get in contact with you because of the promotion that I help out. We may need some folks. So, you know, even if it's an internship or something like that, we can probably get you set up.
All right, that sounds good.
There you go. See? That's awesome, man. That's why, you know, Jeff and I talked to a lot of indie wrestlers, and we talked to another one last night, Will. We had a great conversation with him, and you know, you don't really realize that all of that's out there, because you see the big ones on the TV. So you're just kind of thinking that, you know, you're kind of limited to that, but there's so many independents, you know, going around, and so many, and really good ones. And, you know, like Jeff said, they're going to all need people that do that. And then, you know, you kind of start in a place like that, and you work your way up, and who knows? Yeah. I mean, you know, you can certainly get to where you want to go.
Fingers crossed, eh?
Right. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
Why not? So tell everybody out there. And I mean, I know a lot of the guys already know, but tell everybody out there where they can find you if they want to check out your artwork or anything like that, where they can find you on like social media and stuff like that.
So you can find me on Twitter at SunnyWolf14, also Emily Legary. You can find me on Instagram at Emily Legary18, or like Emily_Legary18 or Emily Legary_18. I don't know which one of those. And then I think that's all it. My Instagram and my Twitter. I do have a Facebook, but like, it's all of them's full of art.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, listen, you got to keep sending that stuff to us, because we really appreciate it. Like I said, we try to get as much of that stuff up as we can. I know one of Jody's friends sent along a really cool picture of Bray. She drew it. It's amazing. Yeah, Brittany. Whew, that's an amazing picture.
Yes.
I'll have to retweet that out. If I may have, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, she really did a great job. So yeah, keep sending that stuff, because you know, Jeff and I love to put that stuff on the show, and yeah, definitely keep doing that. And hey,
I'm hoping that I'll be able to give you guys more art, and that the school sends me my art stuff back, because at the moment I have my new sketchbook stuck there, so I'm almost running out of sketchbook paper. That's
awesome, man. That's awesome. And hey, congrats on getting the moderator. So so to close this out, let's just I don't know, Jeff, man, are you up for it? We could just give her a little tune of happy birthday. What do you think?
We gotta sing her happy birthday.
Let's do it. Ready? We'll do it on a count of 5. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
dear
Emily.
Emily.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to you.
Oh, thank you
There you
guys.
go. There you go.
Oh, by the way,
Blow out the fake candles.
That's right.
some people wanted to know what feelings were.
Oh yeah. Yeah, go ahead, explain that. That's
So in my mind, I was thinking if Abigail and the Fiend had children, what would they be called? I would say, baby fiends? No, fiendlings. They're fiendlings. Like there was that. Like they're asking so much. There's so many questions of people asking what the heck are fiendlings. I'm like, think of Abby, think of Fiend, think of the thing that they do. Boom, fiendlings.
There you go. Now, see that, everybody? Now everybody will know. So whenever she says that in the chat, now you're going to know exactly where that is. And I know Jody was actually chatting with Kyle when Kyle put out what he wanted people to draw. And I know we saw you put a baby fiend, and then Jody's like, I really think you should do the baby fiend drawing. So, hey, who knows? Maybe Kyle makes something like that. So that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And there you go. And it was your idea.
I forgot to mention, I forgot to mention yesterday, John Cena followed me.
I saw that. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I saw that. That's really
I don't know
cool.
what happened. Like my internet was being weird, so I decided, because it seemed like I unfollowed John. So I'm like, I followed him back, and I think 2 minutes later he followed me back. I'm like, oh hello, I was not expecting this.
There you go. That'll make your day, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, that's very cool. So what do you want to say to the guys before we get going here?
Friendship, love.
There you go. That's perfect, because we all know that's a saying of yours too. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Friendship, love to everyone.
Oh man, that's awesome. Well, listen, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime. We really enjoyed it. And listen, best of luck to you with everything. It really seems like you've got an awesome future planned out for yourself, and that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Keep at it. And hey, I want to see you someday. I
want to meet you guys. I really do want to meet everyone.
That would be awesome. Yeah. But I want to see you someday writing that stuff for WWE, man. I want to see you doing that. I want to see, and I'm going to be able to say someday, hey, I remember Sunny when she was just in Daze's chat, and now she's a writer for WWE. So that'd be awesome.
I'll try my best. Gotta work hard. I'll do my best.
That's all you can do, right? Well, listen, thank you so much. Thanks to Jody and thanks to Jeff, and you have a great rest of your birthday, all right?
Thank you.
You got it, Emily. Take care.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.